Hey, what's going on guys, Woons here. So I basically came up with this video idea about 10 minutes ago from making it. And I thought that I'd make a video on the best way to pass customs in 2021. Now a lot of people that watch my videos comes from CDAZ's or Gilly's Discord, and they likely have watched CDAZ's video on the best methods to pass customs. Now I love CDAZ, I think he makes amazing content.
YouTube.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
But I think that video is kind of outdated and just doesn't work anymore to the reality of how customs is in general, and I don't even think at the time that it was the most accurate to what reality is with customs. Like my other videos, I think I'm going to break this down into basically 3 sections. I'll basically go over why you get seized, how seizing actually works, what are these methods that were being used before, and what's my suggestion to certain methods that are best to use now. Now again, it's not all end all be all if you do get seized, because 3 things will happen if you do get seized. Either they verify the items as being authentic, or they believe that they're fine to go through. They'll do that and they'll just open up the package. The other thing that they'll do is they'll either just throw away the items and burn them because they know they're counterfeit or believe they're counterfeit and tell you. And the third option is basically what they'll do is they'll believe that you're declaring the wrong value of the items. They'll basically tally up the value of it locally and then they'll tax you on that.
So, you didn't use you on that bait!
So post-production Woons here, and I just want to point out one more thing. Customs may not just tax you, they might also ask you to prove that the declare amount is legitimate. So they'll ask you for an invoice from PayPal or the company that you bought the items from. There's guides below that I'll link down below on basically how to pass this or how to basically go through those steps. I just forgot about it when I was recording initially, and I thought it would be good to add this in just to make sure you guys understand that that's also a thing that could happen as well. Seizures basically happen for 3 reasons, and all of these reasons kind of overlap each other. Number 1, it's the lottery. Now, customs agents, they have a job. They have to either meet a quota or they're also looking for suspicious package. To them, maybe your package looks suspicious, and this can be for God knows what reasons. Or maybe they're just trying to meet their daily quota of seizing packages and making sure and going through them. So it's the literal fucking lottery. Now, another reason could be a declaration amount. Now, this isn't always the case. This really isn't usually the case, to be honest, and I misinterpreted that or misstated that in my how to buy reps in the UK video. Reality of it is, you don't go declaring $1 on a 7 kg package. That's likely not to get through. Customs deal with thousands and thousands of packages. Not every single item that's getting seized is just reps. Their main priority isn't usually replicas, to be honest. It's mostly drug smuggling, fake makeup, for example, and things that are actually more harmful to people in general. How it tends to work is they go through a quick screening, maybe an x-ray, and then they just go on their way, and then they'll see certain packages. Maybe they'll run dogs through them to see if there's any drugs and all of that.
CBP uses a 3-tiered strategy to efficiently search each of these packages: intelligence gathering, non-intrusive inspection, and hand inspection. We followed 2.
In terms of the different methods that people were using previously or suggested in CDAZ's video about how to pass customs was essentially this. Number 1, put a note inside of the package. This note would either be from a hotel or family member basically saying the items are personal, and because of this you would have to take out the shoe boxes, you would have to cut off all the tags and whatever agent you're using. The issue with this being is multiple things nowadays. For example, no one's really traveling to China due to COVID, especially not tourism. Not to mention on top of that, it's very unlikely that they'll even open up your package in the first place. So unless they're opening the package inside, it's really unnecessary. And not to point out that sometimes they don't give a shit about that. People saying, oh, I got through customs, I did this method, is the reality is their package was never opened in the first. Very rare to get seized for certain countries, especially the United States. There's no point in going through this worry and headache that's just extra when there's no point, because it might not even work, or that they're just not going to open up your package in the first place and it should be smooth sailing. To know as well that certain customs are stricter than others. For example, the US is very lenient, but that's also because they get millions of packages, and it's really difficult for them to get every single one, right? Again, they're looking for more important things such as drug imports and stuff like that. Now, another method that a lot of people do is just add a bunch of the extra shit that's suggested or given to you as an option on your agent. For example, sugar glue, you can do outer shockproof, inner shockproof, waterproof, packaging, shoe boxes off, etc. Again, this doesn't really matter. People think, oh, customs agents are going to be lazy and not going to want to open up this box, but the reality of it is it's their job to do so. It's like going to a Subway guy and saying, oh, I want bacon, lettuce, olives, all this random shit on it, and they'll just tell you, no, I'm not going to do it because it's too much work. That's not how it works. It's their job to do it and open up packages and seize packages. Now, I would add these extra things for certain aspects, like it's good to use inner shock proof in case you have boxes that you want to take care of. It's good to do waterproof because in general, you don't want your thing to get wet, and other things like that are really, really helpful. So the reality of it is that these extra items should just be more so for yourself and keeping the item safe rather than trying to deter customs from opening your agent, because they're going to do their job anyway. And if you're going to get seized, you're going to get seized. Now, the reality of it is that, again, it's like the lottery with customs. Again, there are certain customs that are more strict than others, and you need to take that in account before shipping out. For example, for Netherlands, you're going to have to go on the Reddit and read, oh, what do you declare for EU, especially with the new rules. Now, I'll link down below a thread once again about the new EU rules and basically what's going on with that. But for example, with the Netherlands, you do EUB 2 kg or under 2 kg. For Germany, you have to be very, very mindful about customs. The UK is not as strict, $8 to $11 per kilogram. And for the US, you could do up to 15 kg and you could do literally $12 a kilogram. Now, there are all these golden rules. Again, though, declaring doesn't make or break if your shit's gonna get seized. And if it's gonna get seized, you're gonna know it's gonna get seized. You'll get a note in the mail that says you've been seized, or it will track or update on your tracking that it says that it has been seized by customs, and from there you can proceed based on what the letter says. But if your thing is on airline received, airline delivered, on all of these updates, and it's been 10 to 20 days or even a month or maybe 2 months because you're using SAL, you just have to be patient. It's in God's hands. You haven't been seized. Now, in some cases, packages can get lost. If you're really that worried, go text your agent, but they're gonna say the same as me. You gotta be patient. It just is what it is with all the delays going on. So yeah, those are my methods to not get seized. It's literally just do what you do already. Don't add random shit. It's unnecessary. It's a headache. The methods, though considered effective for a certain period of time, are rarely used by the majority of the community. So what really is the point in not having a shoebox if you want it or any of that? Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you like this video, and leave any comments down below. Also follow my Instagram, which is also linked down below. I'm going to start posting there and staying active on there. And yeah.